In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic triggered an unprecedented economic crisis. 22 million Americans lost their jobs. The U.S. unemployment rate soared to over 14%, the highest level since the Great Depression.
A jump in unemployment, the worst one-month loss in American history.
These are the kinds of numbers that you would expect when you send everybody home.
It's simply astonishing, and I don't know anyone who's not been touched by this crisis in one way or another.
Amidst the economic uncertainty, a remarkable trend emerged. Over 4 million new businesses launched in the U.S., as many found the best way to deal with losing a job was creating a new one. Kayli Reddy, a marketing director from Queens, New York, was among the surge of new entrepreneurs. After being let go, she used her passion for eco-conscious living to found Earth and Me, a sustainable goods store.
2 weeks after I lost my job, it just popped into my head like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna open up an eco-friendly store. And I came out and I told my partner, and he's like, okay, you're gonna open a retail store, that's a choice.
The products Kayli sells are eco-friendly. From soaps to brushes and even toilet paper, everything is made with low emissions and designed to be safely disposable. Kayli began her business with a blog about sustainability to build an online community. She then partnered with local businesses, hosting pop-ups outside their storefronts. By December 2020, she opened her first brick-and-mortar location in Queens. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was one of her first customers. Kayli's vision for the store came earlier that year, while attempting to make homemade house care products.
I was like ordering the raw materials and just mixing things in my kitchen. It was COVID, we all had like a ton of time for weird hobbies. I realized through that process that I'm not very good at this, but there's people who are, and when COVID started, a lot of small businesses were closing. So I thought, well, what if I use my skills of like marketing and storytelling and emphasize some of these like small handmade brands, specifically like women of color owned, women owned, family owned, that were all gonna be natural and plastic free.
Earth and Me stands out for its mission, making it easy for New Yorkers to support the low waste movement. Research from Nielsen indicates that 73% of consumers want to adjust their consumption habits to reduce their environmental footprint. Kayli's store meets the needs of these consumers and also serves as a gathering space for climate activists.
The connections that we forged through the Earth and Me community have been really important in like helping pass local legislation. There really is power in the community, and I think people have a myriad of ways they can show up.
While Earth and Me has become a hub for community activism, it's also a personal mission for its founder. The seeds of her passion were planted in Iowa, where time outdoors gave her a deeply rooted connection to nature.
Some of my best experiences were like hikes with my dad. My dad passed away when I was 19, but a lot of my best memories are like hiking the river bluffs with him, right? Or we'd always like catch little animals like little frogs and turtles. It just feels like it's my purpose is to do what I do here, but also help sort of light the path for others who think, hey, I really want to jump in and do that. You can take or leave.
Kayli says it hasn't been easy. What's kept her going is seeing the eco-friendly community grow while helping others shop more sustainably.
Seeing people come into the store and like bring family members or older relatives or people who are visiting and be saying like, oh, look, you can refill your bottle. Isn't that cool, right? Like just that magic of sharing that novelty and like learning the impact. Everyone may think, you know, I'm just filling up 2 bottles a week or whatever. It's not that much, but when you see the aggregate, it's huge. So last year we saved 12,000 plastic containers from landfill. And so I actually calculated that if you stacked those bottles on top of each other, it would be 5 times the height of the Empire State Building, which made me feel like, wow, that's a really awesome impact.
When Kayli first opened Earth and Me, she wanted to expand as much as possible. But with time, her perspective has shifted.
Scale to me feels like a capitalist mindset that we get caught up in thinking like, how can I scale? How can I maximize profit? But actually, I'm the happiest I've ever been, making the least money I ever have, but I have the best community I've ever had, and I'm just filled with purpose.
Or before the summer runs out.
I really want to continue to educate people. I want to see our community grow. I want to see our impact grow.
We're mopping the store in here. I love our budget.
Kayli has shown that even in the face of adversity, meaningful change is possible. Her success isn't measured in dollars, but in the difference she's making. One refill, one conversation, one friendship at a time.